Hi guys, hope you can hear me. Okay, let me see. This is the first time that I am using this kind of stuff about like record or broadcast this meeting, so I don't know how I can make it really work, but I see that you are here. Hi guys, hope you can hear me. Let me see. This is the first time that I am using this kind of stuff about like I just saw this is the first time, so this is kind of super weird. Let me see if I can just open this in the other machine. Facebook. I think how this works is that if you have any question or any comment in this kind of meeting, could you just please leave your comments in the YouTube comment so I can read it, because if not, I cannot know that you are here or something. So how so let me see. I will just open the YouTube in my iPad so I can go to that and let's experience this. So let's see. Let's see if it's happening. Okay, so if you have any question or any comment, oh, we lost the people. Let me see. Let me. Okay, Polly, could you please write? I think you are here, so the people who are here, could you please write down in the comments of this page? How works. I am in the Hangout and you are in the YouTube channel, so we are in totally different channels. I am speaking to Hangout and you are watching me through this kind of. Let me just open my. You are watching me through the YouTube channel. So what I need from you is to, if you have any questions or any comment, just write down your comments or in the YouTube channel. So I can read that comments and like answer your question or something. Or if you think it's much easier, you can go to the WhatsApp group, but I think it's going to be crazy because all the VPs are there. So maybe if you also need to like share something, you can send me a voice note through WhatsApp or through this YouTube channel. So please, if you can help me to with the comments, it's gonna be useful because unfortunately here I cannot do it. Like, okay, I am looking to my iPad in order to look into you, to your comments, and I'm going to speak to you through this, to the computer. So, okay, so thank you so much for being here. Like, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to share with you my screen. Oh my God. So can you see my screen? Could you reply in the comments, please? Okay, I think we are now here. Could you just write down if you are here? Guys, I am having meeting and everything is like. Okay. Sorry, because I don't know if it's working or not. So that was the reason because I was waiting. So, okay. So let's start, guys. So hope you are having a very good day today. Like, it's hard to this kind of a hangout thing because you cannot really interact in the real time with me, but let's make it work and let's start to use this tool because I think it's going to be useful for future meetings. You can have everything recorded and it's going to be much better for you. If you cannot attend, you can just go through the YouTube channel and watch the meeting again. Okay, so let's start from the MarCom open space. For me, this meeting is very important because I really wanted to really open my heart and my feelings to you and let you know and go through all this kind of Canadian journey and let you know how everything is going, but not in terms of numbers, but in terms of how everything is going and how everything has been like managed so far. So this space is going to be more about sharing time, about I'm going to share with you what is happening, how everything is going, and also you feel free to share because for me it's important to understand also your point of view and everything. So in order to start to start this space, I will go through my Canadian story. Maybe I haven't share this with you before, but I would like to share this story with you because for me, I think this is the reason because I am here. So, and it's important that you know. So what I'm going to do is like just go through these. Feel free to share anything you need, and let's start. So, okay, so this is a picture for the first time that I came to Canada. This time was in 2011, and for me, it was a super great experience. I came here because I won a scholarship from my university. So I came here to study English in Victoria, BC. It was the first time that I was in Canada. It was the first time that I was living like far away from home. And I just lived with these 20 Mexicans, and we went to Victoria to study English, to live another culture. So for me, it was like a very new experience in all senses, because actually, when I won the scholarship, I was excited for sure because it was a very good opportunity for me. But I didn't really understand what was going on with my life in this experience or in this opportunity that I won. So for me, it was like super, super different. Oh, sorry. So for me, this is what was like super, super like exciting, and everything it was going to be fine. And so I was super, super excited. So through this experience, I met these two guys. These people were my host family. These two lovely Canadians made my experience just awesome, because this scholarship was about just go and study English, but also to live in a Canadian family. So it was like super So this was my Canadian family. I can just remember the first time that I just went to that house, and their names are Edna and John. And John were talking to me, like speaking to me, and I could not understand anything. I was just laughing at the same time that he was laughing, because I was like trying to catch up trying to catch some words in order to understand what he was saying, but I could not. So I was very like ashamed, like, oh, sorry, because I don't understand. But like it was so like funny, because I was like listening to him and trying to like understand, but I don't really understand, but he didn't realize. So I was like, oh yes. So it was super cool, this family. This is my Canadian family, the first Canadian family that I got, and it was like super awesome experience for me. The second thing that I would like to share with you is the international classmate that I had. In Mexico, we don't have the opportunity that you have as Canada, that you can just go to your school and meet people from different part of the world, even though they are Canadians or not. You are having these kind of experiences with them, like knowing their culture. Even maybe you have like other country background, not specifically Canada. So for me, this experience just to came here and meet people from around the world was like, wow, I am meeting people from France, Japan, Korea, like Saudi Arabia, Turkey. Like for me, it was just awesome, this experience, because I could understand and really start to really know about other cultures by my own, and really like share with them also my culture. So just this experience, just imagine, I came to Canada, live with a Canadian family, but I'm going to the school and just experiencing all this culture at the same time. For me, it was like, wow, the world is like, I am just living in Mexico and it's too like the world is like big, and I can just go through all this world and know all this culture. It was like, wow, super awesome for me. And also I would like to share with you that it was, even though it was not the first time that I was like away from Canada, sorry, from home. Actually, this was my fourth time that I was like abroad, but it was the first time that I lived alone. It was the first time that I started to speak English, because I went to USA and I could not even speak anywhere because I was super shy, and I was just thinking about if my structure of the English was good or not, like kind of the same as now, but but I am trying to like get much better in that sense. And just this opportunity to meet people from around the world and just have this interaction with them, and also to really know a culture, because when you are like going abroad for holidays, you are just like going to the tourist places, or maybe just, yes, just like taking this tour and going to the museums, or maybe like going to this kind of very popular places, but you don't really experience the culture. You don't really live with the families. You don't really live the daily day that that culture is living. So for me, it was like this big opportunity that I had in order to understand everything about Canada much better, and also to learn from myself and learn from another culture, not just Canada. So for me, just this experience changed my life into many ways. You cannot even imagine, guys, because for me was the opportunity to really, I after this experience, I really realized that how much I was in love about Canada, because Canada gave me too much in just 3 months. Like, you cannot even imagine. When I came home for the first time, I was so homesick about Canada. I was just thinking about come back again, and because really 3 months like sounds like very short time, but I learned so many things, and I really enjoy my time here, that I could not wait to come back to Canada. I really wanted to come back again and live with all these people again, my memories again. So before to keep going, please, just like, if you have any comment, just feel free to share that through WhatsApp directly to me, so I can just keep going through this, because unfortunately my iPad is not working well, so I cannot just like having this interaction with you. So please, if you have any comment, go through WhatsApp, send me and comment to me directly. Don't send it in the VP's group. Send it to me so I can reply to you. Okay, so this was the first time that I was like abroad and living alone, and all these experiences. In the background, you can see my flag. This was my first Canadian flag, and my family both this Canadian flag for me, and everybody signed this Canadian flag for me. And when I left Canada, I was just crying and crying and crying again. And when I just get to Mexico, I was so depressed, and my mom was saying like, "Why you are so sad? Like, we miss you also. Why you still missing Canada?" But I think they don't really understood at that moment, because I really live a very good time here. I really learned, I really grow up because of this opportunity, that I really missed that time at that time. So that's the reason, because, well, actually, I really wanted to come back, but I couldn't do it like right after. I have some like family issues, kind of health issues, so I had to stay in Mexico, and I just like start to work. Because of Canada, I joined IOSEC. Why? Because I was like trying to get these opportunities to meet people from around the world, to work with people from around the world, in order to understand much better my own world, and so everything starts to go in my life. I start working. I joined ISX, so I started to do all this stuff. And after 4 years, I I came back to Canada again, and this second time is like funny because I really wanted to come back. Like that was my mindset here. Like I really need to go to Canada again. I really need to like leave that country again. And the second time I came, it was going to be just for 2 weeks because I was working in a company, so I don't have like this kind of long holidays to spend. So I decided, and I was between going to the east or going to the west of Canada. So because I just went to Victoria and Vancouver the first time. So I was thinking, should I go to Vancouver and Victoria again, or I should go to the other side, Montreal, Quebec, all this part that also like it's very popular. So I was deciding between these two parts of Canada in order to know more Canada. And then I just like start thinking about my family, my Canadian family. And as you saw, this family is like, well, they are like old people. So I decided just to go there because I really wanted to see them again. And I don't know, like to say thank you again to them, and because they like also changed my life in somehow. So I decided to go again to Victoria, and I traveled with this girl that is my friend. So I brought another Mexican here in order to live this Canadian experience with me. And we went there. And what I have found is when I came here, for unfortunately, John passed away like 1 month before I arrived here. So for me, it was just found Edna and Bear. There is the pet of Edna. And for me, it was, you cannot even imagine the shock that I felt when she was saying that John passed away, because for me were my family and I really wanted to come back to see them and I couldn't not do it. So for me it was like very shocking. But and you look Edna now, like she's like totally different from the past picture. But for me, just like saw her again and spend time with her and just share my culture with her, it was just awesome in too many ways. Like because we had a kind of Mexican night and we spent time with her, and even though John was not there, for me it was worthy. Came back to Canada and just watch her again and just spend time with her. So my Canadian family means a lot for me, and I could spend time with them again somehow. Also gave me the opportunity, as I already told you, I was in ISEC, so I was actually MCVP MarCom elected, so I decided to contact ISEC in Victoria, even though I had never had this kind of any contact with them before, had any contact with them before. I just decided to contact them through the Facebook page and start to talk with them. Hi guys, I'm from Mexico, I'm from ISEC, and I'm going to go to Victoria. I would like to meet you. And they were like super kind and super like, yes, sure, let's meet. They meet me even though before I became MCVP in Canada. So they were like it was super great, because that's how you realize about the power of ISEC and how ISEC can join people, and how can ISEC can connect this kind of people. So it was very great time with them, and I just could know like the ISEC part of Canada, because I had never had any ISEC experience in terms of Canada with Canada. So that was my first time. And also this second time that I came to Canada, I had the opportunity to really experience Canada in many ways, because as you know, in Vancouver and in Victoria, you have no snow. Yeah, it's kind of cold, but you don't really like experience this kind of snow environment. So for me, I traveled around the Rocky Mountains, and I could like see all these kind of very nice landscapes and just like go to this kind of snow environment that always is, at least in Mexico, Canada is related with snow, with maple leaf and all this. But it was more like for me the opportunity to travel around the country. And when I come back, and this second time, what I learned or what I have is like, I just can say that the memories are forever. Why? Because when I just came here the second time and I just went to that house where I used to live and met this Canadian family that I used to have, for me, all the memories that I had with them just came to my mind. Also, when I went to Victoria, to the University of Victoria, to just walk around because I really wanted to see that place where I lived the best time of my life, one of the best times of my life. It was like super awesome also. And also I can reconfirm like that this country is the country that I love the most. Like maybe yes, after Mexico, but really I really like found my passion for Canada again and how much I care about this Canada. So I don't know, like this second time I was just like feeding that passion more. And also I think it's never, also I learned that never is too late, because I came here and even though I could not find John again because he was not there, for me it was not too late to see Edna again or meet some friends that I already had because of the first experience. So never is too late to try or to go or to visit people or to call people and say, I really love you and I really care about you. And also memories are worthy, always worthy, because I got a debt because of this second time that I came to Canada. But nowadays I realize I don't care about the money in that way, because I think, I mean, I'm still working, I can afford it, but at that time, like, I was worried about the money. But then after the travel, or after travel around Canada and see my friends and see my family, was like, I don't care. Like, it was really worthy to came here again for the second time. So how I was saying, for me was like, wow, like Canada just, I think this second time just remind me all the passion that I really have about Canada, how Canada changed my life in too many ways that made me a better person, made me grow up, like a lot of things that I was like thinking about, okay, after NCVP marketing in Mexico, what is my next step? I was between Australia and Canada, but I decided to apply to Canada because I don't know. I'm so passionate about this country. I really love my experience here. I'm so thankful because of these experiences that I have passed through, that I just wanted to like come back here, and I don't know, and just like share with you, with Canada, all this kind of passion that I have, or all this kind of, I don't know how to explain the feeling that I have. So I decided to apply here, and that was my third time in Canada. That is this year in LDC, when I came here for third time. And you cannot even imagine I don't know, my feeling when Daniel selected me. You cannot even imagine how I felt at that moment, because for me it was like, wow, I'm going to go to Canada, to live Canada again, to share Canada again, or share my culture, and I don't know, like have this kind of connection with them again, that I was so excited to came here for the third time, and in a very different way, in a long way, because I was going to live here 1 year. Like it was like everything's so different. So I was so excited, like, because what I found when I came here was like a new home in different way. Why? Yes, different from Mexico, but also different from the first time that I came here. I live in Victoria, and Victoria is a very small city, and here is just like Toronto is like just big city, a lot of, like, I don't know, a lot of cars, a lot of people, like transit, like like so totally different from my idea of the Canadian environment there, that I was like just experiencing very new home, very new everything. Even though that Mexico is kind of crazy in terms of people and cars, this was just different from me, yeah, like totally different. Then I got a new family. Yes, because even though I have my family in Mexico, nowadays I am living with these 7 guys, and for me it's totally different. And all of them are Canadians, but me. So it's like kind of like, okay, trying to understand this and everything. And these guys like were like have been my family, and they always are trying to support me and trying to like to make me feel like engaged with all the Canadian environment. Like this picture that we were celebrating Canada Day, like, and for me was like very new, very new celebration. So I was like just leaving Canada. So for me it was like, wow, I am here with these guys. And the third time for me it was new team into many senses, because yes, even though that I had been like MCVP marketing before, for me everything was totally new people, new NST, new VPs, everything it was new ways to do the conferences, the workshops, everything was very new for me. And for me it was like I was so excited to work with you, to bring new ideas and new stuff here. I was just like, wow, this is a big opportunity. And even though I used to be MCVP in Mexico, I know that this is going to be like very different. At that time, I was thinking that, right? So for me, it was like my dream just came true. From the very first time that I came here, I came here, I was just thinking to come back to Canada and just to share with you what everything, like my passion, my everything. So for me, this third time is the opportunity to just like do that. And my dream came true because of this opportunity, because I was just thinking about Canada every time. And for me, it was like just awesome when Daniel called me. I was literally crying when he was saying like, "You are elected and you are going to come to Canada." So I was just so happy, and for me it was like, wow, I got it. It was, I don't know, I cannot even describe that feeling at that moment. So what I have found now here. What I have found here now is also that even though that I was saying at that time in 2010 that I experienced the culture, that I really understood everything, that I really like, wow, like live in Canada, I realized after these 3 months that I had been living in Toronto that I really didn't understand at all the culture. So because now I think it's different opportunity to understand, because I am living with Canadians, but also I'm working with Canadians. And that doesn't mean just the MC. I'm working with you, I'm working with the NST, I'm working with the MC, I'm working even with Canadian companies. So it's like, wow, like everything is new. And I am just like catching all this kind of stuff from you, like, okay, it's in this way, it's in this way, it's in this way. So it was a totally new culture for me, even though I was thinking that I really knew your culture. It was new. The second thing that I realized, it was that I just found new ways to miss home. I really miss the food a lot. I miss my family and I miss my boyfriend for sure. So it was like, okay, yes, but also I miss food, like the salsas. I really need to eat spicy, but I cannot find an spicy enough here. So that was the second thing. And the third thing that I was realizing, it was that that I have found a lot of new challenges here, like a lot of new challenges. La, because as I already told you, even though I used to be MCVP MarCom, marketing in Mexico, this experience is just totally different from my past experience. And yes, it's because it's a new culture. Yes, it's because I have some new ideas, and yes, it's because I don't know, like it's very different the way that you are working here in ISEC that I used to work in Mexico. But at the same time, I was so passionate about these new things that we can improve, or these new things that we can just push up and go further, that I was just super excited for this. So in that sense, guys, I would like also to share with you that even though these new challenges, I know that sometimes that when I came here, for you it was like, oh, everything is new, and she is kind of changing somehow some things. But I would like to share with you, I really I'm from other country. I have CBP experience because I the guy from Canada, but also you have an OJP uh, guy from Mexico, people is going to be more willing to take the Canadian than the Mexican. So that's also my question, like why? So sometimes I feel like that's the reason, because sometimes I feel that we can just go further, because you don't even realize about the potential that we have as a country, as Canada. We have too many opportunities to grow. We have too many opportunities to do more and new things, to try to experience. Because I don't know, that is my kind of my mindset, and I wanted to share with you this, because sometimes I feel that I don't know if you really realize about this. And I know that maybe Mexico has a GCDP, because I was talking about this with some guy, and he was saying like, oh yes, but you have a GCDP, and that's the reason, because Mexico has more exchanges. If you take away IGCDP, guys, Mexico is still winning. And I cannot even believe that, because you, Canada, guys, you are like, I don't know how to say, like a wow country. You have everything in your hands. You cannot even imagine the difference between an ISECer there and an ISECer here. It's very different. And that is the reason, because yes, all my Canadian background bring to me all this passion for this country, and all my Mexican background or experience from ISEC also bring to me this passion. And that's the reason, because I really believe in you, and that's true. I really believe in you, in the potential of this country. I really believe that we can go further in MarCom. We can just, I don't know, we can just go and start to make marketing, start to make strategies, start to make analysis, start to make all this stuff that can help us to build a better, I don't know, a better strategy to get leads. a better strategy to manage the social media, a better everything, because really I know that you can do it. And it's not because I want just change or I want to do very different things every time. It's because really you don't even imagine the potential that you have. You can do everything you want, guys. And that passion, I would like, I don't know if you don't understand my passion through that or how everything is working here, because sometimes like that's the reason what I want to say is that's the reason, because sometimes we as MarCom team, NST and me, are trying to go further. We are trying new things. We are like helping you in some ways. And we are doing our best to make this happen. Everything about this. Like really, we are working in coachings. Like actually, I don't know if you realize, but I really like to listen to you, to know what is happening with you, to know what is, yes, how everything is going in order to make the improvements that we need. And that's the reason, because after an LDC, after listening to you, I just started to work with the NST in order to improve the NST indeed, because you were saying like, no, the NST is not good enough, and they never coach us in a good way, and they never like this. So I was just like really like writing down at that moment how I can improve that kind of NST for them. Also, you were saying like a lot of things, and all the feedback that you gave me, I took that feedback and I tried to build a strategy in that basis. So I worked very hard with the NST the first month in order to build a very strong NST team, in order to prepare the team for the coaching, in order to improve the materials that you were saying that the materials were not good because the graphics are very bad. We don't like the graphics. So we work also in this kind of education cycle in order to get ready, because if for me it not makes sense to launch a new strategy if you don't really understand what is happening between that. So for me it was like, yes, NST, let's go and do this education cycle. I think that sometimes it's like it's gonna be tight for us, because you cannot even imagine the work that we were doing in the education cycle, but it doesn't matter, let's do it. And I don't know, like all this mindset about working and marketing with a strategy, with an strategy behind, with an analysis, with everything. And also this kind of survey that I send every newsletter about how do you feel, in order to know what you are thinking, not because I want to just know, no, because we really care. At least NSC team and me really care about what you are thinking, what we need to improve, how everything is going. And after that, you realize that you are like trying to push everything and try to make the best work from this. And then we don't have like responses from you. We don't have like, we are trying to book you for coaching and you don't even reply. Like we are trying to make our best effort to make, we made all these graphics for you in the recruitment time at that point. And have everything, all the materials ready, even the French material ready for you, and then you realize that the materials are not being used. I would like to just ask you, how do you think the NST is feeling about that they are doing their best, but the graphics are just there in Tribe? So for me, it's the same question that I am asking me. Because really, I try to listen to you. I try to go and push this MarCom further. And it's not because I want. It's because I know you can do it. Really, I know you can do it. And these new things to do the things, for me, it's important because it's not just about to make ISF relevant and get more leads. For me, also, it's important that if you are going to assume or you are going to have the VP role, it's because you are going to learn marketing and because you are going to, through this experience, understand how to manage a social media for you. fan page, how to manage maybe these marketing strategies, and how to analyze this in order to reach your market. Because if you are not doing that, what is the point of being the VP marketing here or the VP MarCom? If you're not managing your internal communication, what is the point? So I would like that you see that you have too much value in this ISEC role, and it's not just because you need to push your ISEC results. It's because you also can learn from this experience, but that is up to you. And that is up to you how much you want to go further with your ISEC experience and also with your personal experience. So I just want to share with you these guys, because really, I just wanted to explain to you that I don't want changes. I don't want new things, because I just a crazy girl that is thinking that we can do that. I think that you can do that. I really believe that you can do that, and really believe in the potential that you have. And yes, maybe you have this crazy Mexican NCB that believe in you. And really, I already told some of you that maybe I'm not the best MCVP MarCom of the world, but I can guarantee that I will do my best, guys, in order you can learn from this experience, in order you can push your LC further, and in order to gain all these skills that you are looking for, because you are the MCVP MarComs here, and for me, you are important. And also the NST is important. And also your own experience is important. So that's the reason, because I am asking you, how do you feel? I am tracking with the NST how everything is going in terms of coaching. I am like sending you these kind of charts every newsletter in order you can measure your performance. But it's going to be on you if you want to create and make this experience the most of this experience. I cannot do that to do that. Really. I am doing what I can do with the NST in order to deliver to you the best experience ever. And maybe we have some things to improve. That's true. But other point, if you don't tell us, we cannot improve. If you just keep all these kind of improvements that we can do, and you don't tell us how you are expecting that we can go forward, or we can change that things that maybe are not working, but we don't really realize because you don't share. I don't know. I have been trying to be very approachable to you in all these kind of channels of communication, and you can ask every person. It doesn't matter if he's a member, if he's a VP, if he's an NST, or whatever he is. If they are asking me something, maybe I'm not going to reply right after, but I will do it. So I don't know also how we can work in that. So that I just wanted to go through this and be very open with you and very honest with you, and let you know what is happening and how the NST is making a big effort for you and with me. But it's on you if you want to go further and learn from this experience. I cannot just go to your LC and start to work with your members and start to reply the emails that I send, to start to reply the surveys. I cannot do that. It's on you to make your own experience. I already shared why I am doing this, and really, guys, I will do my best to make this happen in ISEC in Canada, because I really believe in this country, and because all the passion that I already have is going to be translated in all the effort that me and the NST will be having in all this work. And you cannot even imagine the challenge that I'm facing nowadays with this, but I'm not going to give up, and I will keep my mind pushing this and really still believing in this country and all the potential that you have. So that was like kind of my message through. And the last thing that I would like to say is, like, I really believe in you. I really believe that you can do it. And it's on you. If you keep the excuses there, this is not going to happen. If you at least give it a try, you can start to see different things and you can start to learn from different perspectives. But now it's on you guys. I have we have been doing everything really. You cannot even imagine all the work behind every strategy that we are sharing with you. It's not that just like, I came up with this idea, let's share with the VPs. No, we are like really trying to make everything easier for you, like trying to work with you very close. Like, but sometimes it's like just like we are just the NST is just working by their own. So I would like to see that you also believe in this and we can go further because you can do it. We can do it. We are just one team. And I don't see why not. We can just bring this MarCom evolution to ISEC in Canada because I know that Canada is ready to do it. So that's all from my side, guys. Sorry for all this kind of journey, but I really wanted to share with you all of this. And I hope if you have any comment, please just feel free to send this through the WhatsApp group because for us it's going to be like very helpful. But that was the main message of this session. And hopefully after this, we can start to work like together and make this happen in ISF in Canada. Because now this, like, how can I say, like, really, like, we are making a very big effort to make the things like the much better possible, the best things possible. You have my commitment, you have my passion, you have everything from my side to make this happen. I need to see you because if not, it's not going to work. And I know that you can do it. Really, I don't understand why you don't believe in you. I believe in you. We can do it. Change sometimes are going to be like are going to sound like crazy, but why you don't give it a try? Why we cannot start to work with the coaching model? Maybe this NST is much better than the other. Why we just don't try to why we just not try to align our brand with the national brand? Maybe this is really is going to bring more people and they are going to start to understand our brand as what the brand is. So that's the reason. So just think about it. That's my session for today and hope you really enjoy. I really understood the point of this session. I just wanted to share with you and that's it from my side. So I don't know if you have any question, any comment. I know that we are almost done, but this is my feeling. I'm just being very honest with you. And last thing that I'm going to say, you have my passion, my commitment to make ISEC in Canada and specifically MarCom go further because you have all the potential to do that. I believe in you and I am not going to give up on you and I will still pushing because we can do it together. Thank you guys. Hope this session was like good for you. Let me just stop to share my screen. And that was from my side. Hope you enjoyed this session. And please feel free to contact me by the WhatsApp group at every time. And thank you so much for attending. So I will just wait some minutes in order if you want to share something. If not, I'm just going to finalize the session. So thank you guys. Okay, I think I don't have any comment or something from the WhatsApp group, so I will just like finish the session. Hope you if you can just send me a WhatsApp message saying that you joined the session. Thank you guys, and hopefully, please just feel free to approach us. We are here for you. Have a good night. Bye bye.